Islam, Islam, Islam. All right, come over and say the prayers. I'm open the phone. Yeah. Better move that camera. Just, I'll tell you what to move the camera. Yeah, I'll tell you, show you what to move the camera. There you go. Look over that way. Look over that way. There you go. That's perfect. We're gonna open up with the prayers. The more gonna open up.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Allah, Father universe,
Our Father in the universe.
Father of love,
Father, love,
truth,
truth,
peace,
peace,
freedom,
freedom,
and justice.
and justice.
Allah is my protector,
Allah is my protector,
my guide,
my God,
and my salvation.
and my salvation.
By night
and
by day,
by day,
through His holy
through His
prophet,
holy prophet,
Truthful.
Juali.
Amen.
Islam. We'll have open mic today. You know, this week I've been swamped with calls. And a lot of these calls have been for people not in the temple. And a lot of the brothers have been in a multitude of temples. They've been in so many temples. I met a brother one time, he had 5 nationality cards. Another brother, he worked down here in Georgia. He had so many nationality cards, different shape, forms, and fashion. And I looked at him, we got to talk about. I said, brother, you don't make no sense. How y'all get all these nationality cards? How y'all join all these grand bodies and still stupid? That's my question. How do y'all become part of all these grand bodies and you still don't know nothing? Don't get me wrong, you got a lot of information. You got tons of information. Y'all overstanding, understanding, understanding. But yet, y'all call me and say, I talked to Imam. He said such that I couldn't answer. Wait a minute, how long you been doing this running from temple to temple? Now you're running from temple to temple. Brothers telling me that they raised themselves as a free white man because they was under that fool Joe Braden Bay. Then this other fool by the name of Unpleasant Bay. I was reading his article. Yes, and George Cook Bay took me through the chamber. And them 2 other brothers couldn't take you through. George Cook Bay ain't never took that fool through no chamber. George Cook Bay couldn't make no adepts under that regime. And I remember so well the same year when he joined the Moorish American under Arloville, 1978. I was still in prison. And my first teacher, Daniel Ordeal, he was part of German Bay's group at that time. And he worked on the yards. And so I went out on the yard because I was running. We got to talking. He said, well, Brother Rayo, tell Ordeal he better watch out. I said, well, what are you talking about? Because, Pleasant Bay, he done left German Bay. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, he said that Port Hill threatened his life and stuff. So he ran, he took some stuff with him. So when I get out of prison, in November now, then we sit up and we talk with George Cook Bay and stuff. My grandfather, we had a good relationship. And so that year, 79, I went through the adjunct chamber. And guess who was in line with me? Pleasant Bay and all his members at the time that left with him, who later become my members. A lot of his members became my members. And so, I never forget it. We was at the Midland Hotel. Me, George Cook Bay, because I was acting as his mufti, Arloville, Foster Bay. I think Foster Bay, Foster, I forgot the last name. Mr. Pleasant Bay, 2 of his wives was on the elevator. We got off the elevator, and George Cook Bay stopped me in the hallway. He said, son, don't trust that man. I said, what are you talking about? He said, that guy that left German Bay. He said, do not trust Pleasant Bay. He said, because he's dirty. He said, son, he's like a boll weevil. He looked me in the face with his short self, looked up at me. He said, you do know the boll weevil is. I said, yeah, boll weevil looking for a home. He said, that's all he's looking for is a home. He'll do and say anything He said, don't trust that man. I said, okay, grandfather, I ain't gonna trust him. I'll keep him off. And I knew that. So that year we went through the chamber, George Cookbait camelled me through the chamber. I remember a couple of times Pleasant Bay tried to talk, and he told me he couldn't talk to him. Now suddenly, the man is passed. Yeah, he took me through the chamber. He made me an actor. He gave me a charter. How the hell he gonna give you a charter?
Straight line.
I mean, the man lying out of both pantyhose legs. Listen, the people follow him are continuing to tell that damn lie. Listen, they even lied on me. One of his brothers said, you know, Brother Ryu, they chased you out of Chicago. I said, who chased me out of Chicago? Name the people. You know, the Blackstone Rangers, they chased you out of there. But it's all down here. I'm still right. I was writing about King Malik way back then. So I said, man, who chased me? Name the people. Well, you know, I said, man, when you got a lie on me, that means you're a punk and a faggot. Because I ain't got a lie on you. You lie because you know your position is weak and foul. Look at the lie, look at the lie Pleasant Bay said in his book. He said, if he dropped dead, it's my fault. He done made me a god. He said, if he dropped dead, it's my fault. He wrote that in his book, assuming my foot out his butt. That's what it should be called. So, I don't know. Why is it so easy for y'all to grab onto a lie than it is to cling to the truth? That becomes the issue. He turned around and tell you that the banner, which is with the sword and star in it, that German Bay made it his banner. Now it's the Moorish flag. And y'all go behind that. Y'all hold that up. Prophet said the flag, a red flag, 5-pointed green star in the center. He telling you it's Moroccan. Y'all don't even believe the prophet. Y'all don't believe the prophet. The prophet said key 19, key 20. And y'all don't believe him. Y'all do not believe the prophet. I remember when he left Memphis, a lot of his members were calling me crying, telling me how come he do him like that, because he told him he needed money to do something. He supposed to buy up some stuff. And what he did was he moved to Virginia. He left him high and dry. Another brother on the internet, they interviewing him. He said, contact the noble Pleasant Bay. Pleasant Bay says there's a lot of Moors there, but I don't know that nigga. So the brother under the earth, not under the bus, under the earth. But these are y'all heroes. I'm your enemy because I tell you the truth. I was telling the brother today when we was talking. He said, what your show gonna be about tonight? I said, it's gonna be open mic, brother. We're gonna talk about some of everything. And then he asked me this question. He dropped his, I got one more question. I said, what's that, brother? Why you always talk about people like that? Why you always, I said, sir, do you understand religion? What the prophet is saying? I got a good understanding of the prophet. I said, do you see what the prophet said? He said he's gonna pull off all the covers off a secret organization. He said, yeah. I said, don't you know when you lying on a prophet and you trying to hide the truth that you're a secret organization? I said, don't you know that applies to you?
What did he say?
The brother, I didn't think about it like that. I said, brother, why didn't you? I said, if Pleasant Bay is lying, bold-facedly to you, don't you think he got a different organization?
But yet he using something that the prophet
Right,
established
right.
just to draw people
Right.
in that don't know.
So I got to tell the truth. I got to pull the covers off that fool. You put me in a position, I got to pull a cover off of you. I didn't think about it. Because you're not spiritually qualified. You're secular minded. Revelation ain't for everybody. Like I've been telling the other brother all week, y'all good parakeets. But you don't understand something about Polly want a cracker. What do you mean? How many types of crackers are there? See, when Polly wanted cracker, wasn't no wheat thins. Wasn't no Ritz crackers. Polly was on a sailor ship or a pirate ship. On the cracker they had then was salty crackers. Now they got crackers with bacon, Venture chain, crackers.
cheese, everything.
So now you ask Polly what kind of cracker. Polly just look, I just want a damn cracker. But then Polly don't know some crackers ain't good for his health. Why is it that you love the dark and not the light? All of the Mason, I see all these Masonic moves. Man, how you let somebody join? You said the prophet say they glad to see you come out of the other garden and marvelous light, and then y'all let somebody put a rope around your neck, make you half naked and blindfold you, and drag you around, and then you think you somebody. Tell me you ain't butt backwards. Brothers like Sharif A. can tell you the prophet ain't perfect. That's what that brother told me a couple of days ago. He was telling me that the prophet had caught chlamydia. And when he said, I looked at the phone. I'm like, huh? That's what Sharif told me. Sharif told me, well, Brother Ryan, I could prove the prophet wasn't perfect. I said, how? The prophet caught chlamydia. Okay, so that proves what? Jesus got nailed on the cross. I guess Jesus was wrong because he didn't run fast enough. Huh?
Or Muhammad.
And Muhammad went out and got in the fight and they knocked his teeth out and stabbed him. He wasn't perfect either. And the thing when Sharif A. told me that dumb stuff, I said, Sharif, I guess you ain't read your lesson. Prophet said, one way a man may be born, but 1,000 ways he may die. 1,000 ways. Buddha choked on some meat, but he on our nationality card. See, these people that you follow are not spiritually inclined. They are secular. They are master secular people. They can't teach you about divinity because they're not close to divine. What was that brother, the one that told me that he only made 150K?
Serious.
Yeah, serious, unserious. Told me, Brother Rael, Chief Minister, I want to be excused from paying $73 a month, because I only made 150K this year. I said, damn, what's 150K? 150 carats? So I had to ask around. I'm from the old school. When I'm talking about $150,000, I'm talking about $150,000. And the brother started telling me, no, 150. He talking about 150. He made $150,000, but he can't pay $7,000 a year. His car tires, he says, $20,000 a year. He put his car tires before he put the timber. So I told him, I said, listen, what you need to do is leave my damn temple and go somewhere you pay $50 a month, 50 cents a month. That's weird. They made him a grand sheet. I remember the brother told us in Washington, yeah, Chief, I got these gym shoes and stuff. I said, okay, bro. He showed me the picture. He gave some models, some European models and stuff. They all walking around with their shoes on. I said, I got feet too, bro. He said, I give you a pair. I don't want to pay it for me. I want to pay it for my children. I want my children to have your gym shoes. Why don't you give about 10, 20 pairs to our children? I said, our children wearing them school, people ask about it. I ain't got them damn gym shoes yet. But these are people y'all hold up. But y'all don't like me because I'm telling the truth. I'm telling y'all what Allah loves, the truth. I'm bringing justice to the conversation. Now I was looking at somebody sent me some stuff that Tahaka supposed to be back on trying to defend me, beat me up and stuff. And I'm like, the man had to lie to me to get me on his show. Now, if a man have to lie to you about his position, he told me in 2018, I said, well, brother, who's your grand sheet? What grand body belong to? Well, Belial is my supreme grand sheet, and Edward Hill is my supreme grand governor. I said, okay, I'll come on your show because I got some respect for them, at least for Belial. So come to find out, He left Bill Hill in 2017. How can you trust? Then he hooked up one of my sisters, that old knucklehead trifling. I gotta call her trifling because when I started talking to her, she was telling me she was dealing with she wanted to deal with this brother in Canoe body. I said, well, let me talk to the brother and Canoe, send Canoe some information. And then we see how it works out because we gotta have some counseling. Canoe agreed with it. He said, yeah, my member needs counseling if you're gonna be dealing with your sister. I said, okay, well, you figure out who you're gonna have counsel your member. Well, I'm gonna counsel my member, then we switch up the guy that whoever counsel your member, counsel my member, whoever counsel my member, counsel easy. Can you agree with that?
Right.
That was intelligent. Well, when I tell the brother, now the brother tell me, this is like in April. I get a thing from him. I like one of your sisters. I said, you like one? Which one? And he said, Robin, out of Temple number 4. I said, okay. So I said, well, let me get back with you. So I didn't know because Robin was messing with the guy in Chicago. Robin was messing with the guy in Virginia prison. Robin was messing with other men. I didn't know that then. I thought that Robin had stopped messing with these people. Robin's still messing with them. So I tell old knucklehead Shanti, the governor, I said, well, you have to counsel him, talk to him. So Shanti called me back. Brother Rael, chief minister. She said she don't want nothing to do with nobody like that. I said, what? She said, yeah. She said she wouldn't mess with nobody like him. I said, okay. Then a couple months later, I hear they're together. I said, oh. I said, okay. I said, well, listen, you counsel her, his members will counsel him, and we'll work that out. Now, this one I find out because I tried to contact Edward Hill. Edward Hill don't answer the phone and text me back. Then Edward Hill say some clever wrong. Well, Brother Rod, I thought you were smart. I thought you would find out. I said, that's why I contacted you, to find out if he's still in the temple. Then, no. He left Barely Hill last year after convention time. That's when he left us. I said, oh, but you talking smart to me. I said, the only reason I asked you because I told him he got to go through some counseling. And he said, you and Barely Hill not qualified to counsel him. Y'all too damn dumb and stupid. He said, what you say? And I said, when he told me that y'all was dumb and stupid couldn't counsel him, I said, they're your teachers. He said, yeah, they're my teachers. I said, then your teachers can counsel you. So the next thing I hear is that he want that other knucklehead, the one that told me that his people, Curtin Bay and all of them and John Bay are diametrically opposed to the prophet. They're against the prophet in every form and fashion. He tells me he wants that guy, Hopkins Bay, to counsel him. I said, Hopkins Bay can't get in our temple business because you're not a member of Hopkins Bay, first of all. Second of all, that nigga lied both pantyhole legs. So he said he didn't want me counseling. I'm like, I want to go counsel you anyway. So then I come to find out, I get a call from that old knucklehead Shanti. She said, Chief, I said, what's so funny? Oh, Robin pregnant. I said, Robin pregnant? I said, did you counsel? No, she grown and such and such. That ain't what I asked you. The law governs all events, sister. That's the law here. You got to have a counselor. I said, let me ask you, when she scheduled to have a baby? Oh, she had a baby in December. I said, December? Wait a minute. That means they had to be screwing no later than March. So if y'all been screwing in January, February, March, she get pregnant in March, he don't tell me to April, May. And then in April, May, when I asked that heifer, when I had you ask her about liking the guy, she said she wouldn't mess with nobody like that. But she's screwing him. Then I started looking back through the record. Hell, she was dealing with the brother over there in Canoe Group and writing the brother in Virginia. Because when I asked about the brother in Virginia, she said, no, I ain't never seen him or nothing. I said, you never seen him or nothing? Now he going to get out soon. I'm going to go down. He want me to come move in with him. I said, so you should think about it. So this heifer lying out of both pantyhose. I don't even think she got pantyhose legs. I think she's got on some drawers with a hole in it. Because right after that, we go down there to sit with the twins. I meet the brother, and the brother said, yeah, him and her was taking pictures. I said, wait a minute. She said she never came down and saw. He said she lying. If I knew that, I brought the pictures with me, Chief. I'm like, dang, this girl Robin is a hoe for real. So anyway, Shanti got mad at me because I wouldn't let her have this hoe in the temple. So she left, you know, and I can't call her her husband, her boyfriend, because he follows her and Will Anthony, so he can't do nothing unless she tell him so. So anyway, I lost the temple. I'd rather lose that than go for the okie doke. And I'm amazed. Y'all go for the okie doke. Y'all got no discipline, no true character. Today you will, tomorrow you will if not, and the next moment you don't know whether you will it or will if not. I'm the only one saying hell no. You follow men's and women's, they cannot stand steady. They cannot be constant. The brother I was talking to, he told me one day, he said, yeah, mostly brother was telling me about how I got to signs up the sciencing of Islam. The more science, I said, you want me to say that again? You're learning to science up the sciencing of the more scientific America. I said, man, that's woo. Then I tell it to another brother, and the brother said, oh, Chief, you don't know about that book? I said, what book is that? I said, man, the sciencing, the science of more science. Not Islam. Ain't nobody teaching Islam but us. So you ain't getting no scripture. What you getting is parakeet and secularism. Because these people, they know everything but the prophet's teaching. They can talk about everything but what the prophet brought. The sciencing of more science. I was talking with the imam today, and me and the imam was talking. And the imam said, I got a question. He said, I hear you keep saying about you don't practice more science. I said, no. He said, well, who named the temple? I said, the prophet named the temple. He said, but didn't he name it the Moorish Temple of America? He said, yes. I said, yes. He said, well, do y'all practice more science? I said, are you a United States citizen of America? He said, huh? I said, all right, when you tell people what you are, do you tell them that you're United States Moorish American? He said, no. I said, why not? The United States hooked up to America. I always see United States of America. I ain't seen United States not of America. So if you're saying the prophet say he named it more scientific America, and we should be more scientists of America, then how come you at the United States of North America? How do you get around that? You're going to push something on me that you can't push on yourself. So you should be United States of North America or United States Moorish American. So therefore, you are European. You Eurocentric. Well, I see where you're coming from. No, you didn't. Because you saw where I'm coming from, you went and told me about more science. You just took two words out of what? More Science Temple of America. So out of them 5 whole words, you just took more science.
Trying to justify.
Yeah, the justify. Yeah. And y'all spend more time trying to make wrong look right. That's why I love my grandfather, George Cooper. Last time I seen him, he said, listen, son, you can't go wrong by going right. I said, what? He said, you can't go wrong by going right. He said, if you start off wrong, you ain't going to make it to the right. You have to restart. As a drug counselor, to tell people, you have to find your God where you left him. So if you left your God now, then don't come into the house talking about you finding God. You're looking for God in the house. Because that ain't where you lost him at. Wherever you lost him at, you did it intentionally. You don't lose God by accident if you practice it. If you practice in Islam, you won't lose your Islam by accident. I done been through some of the terrible times. I've been under terrible conditions. And yet I never lost my Allah, never lost my Islam. I remember I was sitting in the church starving when I was on crack, and the nuns say, you pretty smart, you know your lessons and stuff, because you debate with her. She said, but what happened? How you get in this condition? I said, well, I'm a bad Mo, but I'm a good Muslim. She said, how is that? I said, Allah is God. Know what you are, at least probably I ain't gonna never turn that down or turn my collar away from that. Allah is God, Noble Jew Ali is prophet. I just a piss poor Mo. Moors can get caught up. But because I'm still holding on to Allah and the prophet, I was in the high for 8 months. I was hooked for 8 months. Because Allah is going to win. Yes, you're going to suffer. The prophet said we're going to suffer some. But in the end, we're going to win. But you got to have discipline. And discipline is built upon the love of your practice. What do you love? Who do you love? And why do you love them? Elijah Muhammad told the truth. Y'all love the European because he don't do nothing for you. You like battered women. Man, hit you all on your head, throw you out the window, stab you, pee on you and stuff. You still up. You can't explain that away. Look at Johnny Depp. He lost the tip of his finger. Why don't y'all practice what the prophet brought? Because ain't nothing else going to help you. You know, I'm talking with the brother, and the brother asked me, I think it was yesterday, he said, Chief Minister, do you think the prophet would have been practicing with the Nasabani, that he's practicing Nasabani Islam or Sufism? I said, no, sir. He said, do you think the prophet would be against it or for it? I said, sir, prophets are always for the truth. No prophet would deny the truth. That's Islam. But I just if I could have told him something else, I'm gonna tell y'all what I could have told him. You know, I know the prophet didn't support the Nasabani or no other Sufi order. And you know why? Because they was here before he got here. He said, I brought you everything you need. So the prophet brought us everything we need so we can formalize. We could take his teaching and formalize our own way of life. Brothers talking about, you know, the principle of love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, the prophet said, no, those are not principles, sir. He said, yes, I said, no. Look at chapter 47, verse 14. It says this covenant of love, truth, peace, freedom. Love, truth, peace, freedom is a covenant. That means you have to agree to it. And each one of those are different. And that covenant you take for love is a different covenant than you take for justice. That covenant of justice is a different covenant than peace and truth and freedom. But you don't know that because your teachers ain't teaching. You just using words. You like Polly want a cracker. You're not analyzing what you got. And that's what your teachers are supposed to have done. Before you become a teacher, your teacher should have been qualified to analyze your information so that he can give you the knowledge he extracts from it. But instead, these people are just giving you information. You get all this information. And you know, and the thing about this is what you don't understand is information has a life of its own. Think about what I'm saying. Do you ever wonder why you can't stop talking with somebody telling you the truth? Why you can't just shut the hell up? Now, I'm sure Moses quickly, when something for their benefit, law comes all event. Well, what about the law that says, he that steal will hear? But you can't be still. But now you're telling it to somebody else, but you can't practice it. You ain't got no discipline. He who hears is still. So I'm talking to the brother, and the brother still pushing down information. What about this? I got another question. What about this? I got another. Why you got all these damn questions and no answers? Why aren't you listening? Because your information on top of information is like you pushing out. It's like you got a diarrhea of the mouth.
Overloaded.
You overload so much you got to run off.
They call it information overload.
Yeah,
Too much.
I like Dr. Bay. Dr. Bay said he called it an educated fool. He said Nation Islam, we call him Nation. That was his brother, and he was homeless. And the brother used to be a captain in the Nation of Islam. And I remember we had met him, and Dr. Bay gave me, Dr. Bay always give me money. So I asked Dr. Bay, I said, what's going on here? He said, ain't nothing but educated fool. He know all our lessons, but they haven't done nothing for him. It's not made him, Dr. Bay a multi-millionaire. I talked to him more. Well, Brother Wright, how come you ain't hardly got no members? I said, because hardly nobody wants the truth. Many are called, few are chosen, but only one would do the work. Many are called, few are chosen, but only one would do the work. Because that one got to get down. He got to be willing to sacrifice. He got to understand that you're going to meet all these people with information. Ain't nobody smarter than the library, except for Allah and his prophet. I'm going to say it again. Ain't nobody smarter than a damn library, except for Allah and his prophet. You go to the library, learn how to make nuclear bombs, how to build a car and tear it down. You learn every human skill is in the library. How to be a doctor, how to be a lawyer. All that can be found in the library. The prophet told you, go to the up-to-date library. Why? Because all the knowledge is there. But he said this here. Satan is next to me in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Who made the library? Satan. And you go to the library, learn everything. Prophet said we some dangerous people. But anyway, let's open up the line for some calls. See who you want to talk. You know how to work this.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Cutting off anything.
Yeah, there you go. Mhm. So you got anything you want to talk about? What is the number at? Do we have the number? Keep on. Okay. I'm going to call ISIS upstairs and see how do we do it where y'all can call in. Or y'all can just call 888-361-2499. I get the call. I get the call. That's 888-361-2499. 3 times 8 is 16. 24.
They're trying to science that up.
Yeah.
Numerologists.
Yeah. 2 and 6. 2 and 4, 6. Remember, 888-361-2499. That means you can contact me 24 hours a day, and I answer the phone 99% of the time.
They're all just sending greetings.
Huh?
They're all just sending greetings.
Okay. Okay, let me see. All right. Okay. Uh-huh. All right. Here you going. That's it. All right. Go up some. Let me see what else up there. I'm going to give all y'all honors for listening and being still because Allah is God.
So,
Post a comment in there. Let them know Allah is God. Tell them to post a comment and say you can call 888-361-2499.
how can we put aside our past happenings?
Oh, that. Wait a minute. I said somebody got a statement. What? Who said what?
We Moors.
We more. So we more say what?
How can we put aside our past happenings that have divided us and move forward and unite and follow the teachings and instructions of Allah's prophet?
Join us. You want to know how we can do that? Join us.
Universal knowledge asks Islam, how do we determine that which our prophet brought against the ideas of man?
How do we determine? Join us. This is an intelligent thing I said over the years. The prophet said it first and best. He said, compare the spirit of man to what you know to be divine, and then adjust yourself to what is divine. We have taught that over the years. Compare the spirit of a man to what is divine, and whatever's contrast, get rid of it. Now, compare our website, what we're teaching, to everybody else. Then you make the proper decision. Then you have a better thing.
In other words, how do we judge the validation of these other grand sheets versus the prophet's teaching?
Well, I just said it. Take what you think you know of the prophet and go look at those other people that's supposed to be teaching you the true teachings of the prophet. You know, one thing I love about Sufism is it tells you go see who your teachers were.
Lineage.
Your lineage. The prophet said you are what your ancient forefathers were. So if you ain't got nobody that's been taught by somebody that the prophet taught, then what do you have? And I'm gonna tell you, I know a whole family. They always check it. You go on any Cook Bay website. Listen to what I'm saying. They always say their grandfather walked with the prophet. Which go on their website and see how many pictures they got of George Cook Bay. Now George Cook Bay died at an old age, but they ain't got no pictures of him. I got pictures of him with me in the hospital and me in other places. But they ain't hardly got no pictures. They show you everybody else how to dance. They got a dance club. Some of them wearing Indian bonnets.
I didn't hear you the last time. He asked, you spoke of Sufism earlier. Did the prophet, through Ali, consider Nasrani order as truth?
I just answered that.
And then
I thought I said all prophets go with the truth. But all prophets bring a heightened sense of that truth. So why would he go back to be Nasrani any other Sufi order when Allah sent him today what we need today? He said, now take it and save yourself. He didn't bring us that.
Yes. Did the prophet ever say we were Sufis, or did he say we practice Islamism?
Well, what is Islam? This is the thing. You just asking a bunch of questions to get some information.
But then he come back and answers his own question. He answered,
What
the
he
prophet never said we were Sufi.
You don't know what the prophet said we was. That's the problem. You don't know the prophet. This is the thing.
Sufism is not Islamism.
You don't know what Sufism is.
Oh, they talking to each other then.
Yeah. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Now, the prophet clearly stated one thing. Let's look at Islam as a whole, just for the argument. All right. Khalifa was made up by the Arabs. Imam comes in at the fourth Khalifa. Ali, he's the first Imam. First ever Imam in Islam. Now, Prophet Muhammad wasn't Sunni. He gave you the Sunnah. Jesus wasn't a Christian. He gave you what later on people formulated to be Christianity. Prophet Noble Jali came and told you he got Grand Sheik. Where you find the title Grand Sheik at? Let me be stupid. Where do you find the title Grand Sheik at? Okay. Grand Sheik. There were sheiks before Muhammad was born. Think about that. The word sheik is derived from a Moorish word or Moorish practice. The prophet said, and I'm going to tell y'all this for you slow people. Turn to the back of your questionnaire and it says, the prophet said to propagate the faith, extend the learning of truth for the great. What do you mean by extend the learning of truth? Well, when you got unqualified leaders and you unqualified yourself, then I understand why you don't understand. But I understand what it means to extend. You want to get to the seventh floor, you got to extend the first floor ladder up higher.
Do you know what the prophet said? Islam, we are one nation, but through getting caught in the illusion we have split up. How do we remember the relation that binds us, love and unity?
Well, join us. Let's see if you remember it. Join us. You want to remember that relation that binds love and unity? Join me.
He said, is Sufism the old time religion?
You don't even know what Sufism is. Not a religion.
Islam. Can you explain the old time religion and how it is?
No, because you ain't with me. Because you'll be talking to somebody talking about you know about the old time religion if I teach you today. You know, yes. See, I know the old time religion is such and such, such and such. You don't even know what the old time religion is.
The prophet did say, Grand Sheik, read your constitution.
Wait a minute, you can't be talking about Grand Sheiks because that's Sufism. Sheiks and Grand Sheiks only exist in Sufism, or except as a royal title over there in Arabia. But why are you using the title Grand Sheik when that's Sufi? See, my grandfather was raised by the prophet. He's the first man that the prophet put a black fez on his head. I'm talking about none other than the canonized Mo, St. G. Cookbay. And when he went to Baltimore, he got problems with those people up there. He came back and the prophet taught him in a special way, put the black fez on his head and sent him back and they left him alone. Why y'all think the Masons don't be messing with me? The Christians don't be messing with me? Because he taught me what the prophet taught him. So now this is the man taught by the prophet. On the back of George Cookbay's nationality card was Prophet Joe Noble Jolly. On the back of my nationality card is George Cookbay. Who on the back of your card?
You.
Go ahead, Will.
Okay, he says, can you explain the meaning of this in the uniting of the Holy Quran in Mecca? The Eastern Muslims will not unite with Moors of the MSTA because they will say it's shirk.
And I'm going to tell you, I don't unite with those people from the East. You know, my brother, my young brother, He think he a European. He my only brother. He told us one day we sitting in the house, and this is the truth. This is the truth, Mo. I just robbed some people. Me and another brother, we just robbed some dope dealers. So we're in the house counting money when he come in. So we sit up there and we talking. So my brother tell me this. Rael, ain't no European. He said, ain't nobody ever going to accept you as you are. And so my friend say, he said, I don't say my brother's name. He said, you know, you sound like a white person. Talking about ain't nobody that's gonna accept a black man no matter what he do. And I asked my brother, I said, listen, brother, what makes you think I want to be with them anyway? What makes y'all think I want to be with Arab? You should know your history. When did they end slavery in Arabia? 1962. So they had slaves from 600 AD to 1992 AD, 1962. So that means if your butt went over there and you made a mistake, they would kidnap you and say, the only reason Malcolm X didn't get sold because they knew his name from here. So tell me I'm lying. Why would you want to be with a slaveholder? They don't like you now. Their Quran says that on the day of rapture, the day of judgment, all the evil people faces that turn dark shall be black. All the real people that's for God, that God loves, their face gonna turn white. That ain't racism. So you gonna be with them. Pack your bags and be with them. Because I'm not trying to be Arab. Allah is not Arab.
Is the old time religion simply truth? Obey Allah?
Now you ask me a question. I told you I ain't gonna tell you. Come join us.
Islam, thank you.
Yeah. See, y'all, see, this is the thing. Once I show you and prove my point, then you go tell somebody else, like you said,
Big man.
like you the big man. Ego and vanity. The prophet say, vanity is one of our greatest faults. Vanity goes with ego. Ego means ease God out. Abbreviation, ease God out. Vanity. Yeah, matter of fact, in the movie, The Devil Advocate, the devil say, vanity is my greatest.
One of his favorites.
One of my favorites.
His favorite sin.
So no, we ain't gonna teach nobody outside our group. I got too many people arguing with other people, trying to argue with other people about stuff they really don't know. And I'm telling my members, y'all ain't gotta argue with nobody. Y'all don't have to prove nothing. They have to prove you wrong. When you go in the court of law, it's two sides, the people that's defendants and the prosecutors. They got to say you wrong and prove you wrong. I ain't got to prove nothing. You know, the Arabs will say you sure. I'm saying they sure. I don't want to be with them punks. Look what happened over there in Libya. Right now, they still enslaving you. And ain't no Muslim. There's no Sunni Muslim right now in America talking about they enslaving your people in Africa. How come they ain't saying nothing? Right damn now. Minister Louis Farrakhan went to the Sudan and he said he never seen no slavery. He was lying.
This guy must be real slow.
He was lying because guess what? All on the news they show you that the Muslims and Christians are killing each other over there in the Sudan and enslaving each other. Hell, on Tony Brown's show, they used to be on there, he was showing you that. But anyway, y'all should be happy. I'm happy for you. If you want to eat dog doodle or human doodle, if you feel that's the way you should go, that you should bite into it, I'm not mad at you. Just don't bring that over here. What you say? What are you saying?
You're going backwards.
What?
Are we not to extend learning and truth? Of what?
Of who? Now, I just said, back of my questionnaire said, stand to learn the truth of the great prophet Ali. Who he talking about?
Nobody. He got no name. He's talking about stand to learn.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, they have information. Information gonna protect yourself.
Mm.
That's why it's up and down.
Right.
Information. I was just watching this fool with this sister Candace, and Candace asked, "Can a man have a baby?" And you know what the brother said? Sometimes. When the baby coming out the man?
Then he must be some relation to Oprah Winfrey. She's the first one to push that.
That was because that woman, when it got some hormone treated, got some hair on her face, and the other woman, the other man that thought he was a woman, had sex with her. Right now they got the over there in the prison where the transgender got 2 women pregnant. They had it all on the news. So the transgender that's supposed to be a woman got 2 people in prison pregnant. Oh,
They on arrest for them.
yeah. So anyway, like I said, Prophet told us represent him intelligently. A lot of y'all ain't intelligent, you just got information. Allah is God, y'all. And I'm not Allah. I'm trying my best to be as close to my prophet as I can. When my prophet exhale, I'm inhaling. Woo! Because his exhaling is life. What is it now?
We are here to ask questions to extend the learning of truth of Prophet Ali in America.
Now, the prophet said to go to the temple, Act 6, with us.
First and foremost.
So with us, you got to come to the temple. Did you hear that?
And the extending the learning of the truth of the
Act 6. What came out first? Divine Constitution and bylaw or the questionnaire? See? Now, if divine constitution and bylaws came out first, that means your back of the questionnaire didn't come out to 1928. So I know for a fact divine constitution and bylaws came out in 1925. So you asking about something that come 3 years later. Whatever came 3 years later has to be in line with what the prophet first said. So he said, with us. He said, come all ye Asiatics, come learn the truth about yourself. Where? In the temple. You can ask all the questions you want. And I'm going to tell you, come join us. Do what Act 6 say. With us. Come join the Moorish American America.
Is this a virtual temple?
You see me? You see everything behind me? That's virtual, right? Okay. That's all this is virtual. Okay.
So you see.
So I got Moors in the Virgin Islands, but this is virtual. No, don't mess with that. Don't show them that this is movement. You know, let this alone. This is universal knowledge.
Virtual.
I guess when I sit back there on Friday services in Sunday school, I'm sitting in a virtual chair. I'm sitting on top of a can.
You're the virtual teacher.
Yeah. That's why you got an alias name. Think about that.
Universal knowledge publication. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shouldn't be hiding.
So so what do you publish, Mr. Universal? That's been worth reading.
Question.
Oh, as soon as you ask them what they're doing, you don't get nothing.
Is this an online temple service for members?
Yes, it's for the members that ain't here. So it serves two purposes.
and guest.
It serves two purposes. Yes, it helps the members that ain't here.
A better question was this a physical temple, which it has to be. Okay, we got what kind of name that is? Warren Hill Chanel Channel. Assalamu alaikum. Rahman Tullah. Guess I said it right. If not, sorry about that. I don't speak Arabic.
So what he saying? He asked a question.
It's just salutations.
Oh, Islam. We give honor to honors due.
That's right.
I give honor to honors due. You know, the people who listen to this person like the Duke of Tears, the duck.
Florida.
Yeah, the duck. I remember that Negro told me he a real Mo. I'm a fake Mo. He a real Mo because he come out of Spain. I said, Negro, I thought Moors went into Spain. I know they come out of Spain. The duck. The duck. And when they say that stuff, they say it like it's so profound. Yes, I'm the duck. At least he married. I don't say how bad stuff. Look, at least he married. So I got to give mine. So, so I guess that's it.
Nothing yet.
Yeah.
Excuse
Yeah. I love my people, so what can I say? Guess when I get through listening to y'all not answer questions, ask questions and stuff, I'm gonna go upstairs and watch me some Halo. I'm one of them sign buffs. So I go watch me some Halo. Wait for Boba Fett to come back home.
Brother Muriel.
Who's that?
Brother Muriel.
Who's that?
Muhammad Hill.
Mohammed Islam. Thank you for participating. You know, y'all. You see, y'all got to understand. Y'all ain't got to debate with these people. See, because debating is useless because they are where they at. Because they've been watching us before. This ain't the first time people heard about us. It's just like we went over to Seth Anetta show. He had to ask his people to come and say something. You know, y'all want to follow this guy, Doctor. What's his name? Dr. Johnson. What's this guy name? This Omar Johnson. You know, y'all. He get y'all money. He go to the whole place and throw the money away. I was watching him throw the money away on some hoes. He at the club with your money. Yeah. He Umar, all right.
One related to
Oh, he
Frederick
is.
Douglass.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. But everybody need a hero. That's what it said on one of the movies. I need a hero. That's what's her name. What's the sister that sing? Man, her husband used to beat her in the head. Uh,
Cher.
no, the sister,
Tina.
Tina Turner. Yeah, she said, "I need a hero."
Tina Turner.
Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Ike said they got it wrong.
Yeah.
Said they-
Ike said he didn't hit her with the table leg, he hit her with the chair. Yeah. Yeah, our people. So y'all ain't got no more questions. I'm gonna give you. We got 10 minutes too.
The truth be told.
If the truth be told, 10 minutes. Ah, the duck.
Let's go ahead. Well, that's the number. Six. Well, if the truth be told, 678-632-1499. If you want to get and talk live, the number is 678-632-1499. Every so often we find stuff.
Ah,
Islam, Brother Baqueet, Brother Parker Bay, Brother Kareem Bay. Okay, what we got? Is the Islam of India, each from Palestine, different from the Islam of Arabia?
say what?
The trick question.
Who asked that question?
You're a universal knowledge person.
So you knowledge person asked what? Let me see. He asked him what?
Is the Islam of India, Egypt, and Palestine different from the Islam of Arabia?
Let me ask you, is it? Let me ask you that question, is it?
You gotta take the time to go find
Yeah, take
out.
your time. Because it sounds like it is what the prophet's saying. Matter of fact, my prophet didn't get nothing out of the Arabs.
Because you don't believe like they do.
Yeah. I guess, see, this guy here ain't a student of history. The student of history, he'd have seen the debate the prophet had in 1928 with Sajid Muhammad. And Sajid Muhammad told the prophet to burn his Quran and stop calling himself a prophet. And the prophet told him some things or two. Uh, so I'm sticking with the prophet. You get the controversy. Seeing that over there in the controversy. She'll be in the front. I think I got it in the front. Yeah. like in the beginning. That's what it should be.
Still looking.
It should say the prophet says it, but you can go on the internet and get all 58 pages, and it clearly explains what the prophet said about it. You see it? That's right.
No, sir.
Let me see. Get it. I think I put it in here. I'm not for sure, but I think I put it up in here. But anyway, is that upside down? Oh no.
Can you please explain Islam?
Somebody asked me what?
Can you please explain Islam?
Who said that?
Same.
Can't be universal. He should know.
You're universal. You should know everything.
Yeah.
He must got time on his hands.
Yeah. Like I said, come join us because we teach here. We just talking tonight. This is an open platform. So you can say anything you want to say. You know, the catch is I know and you don't. From your questions, it let me know I know and you don't. So since I know that you don't know, you need to pack your bags up and join the Moorish Scientific of America, 1928, designated as the Moorish temples of Islam, because actually you saying we know a lot that you don't know. But there it is. Yeah, put that up. Yeah, put that up there. This is what the prophet said. Just show that to him. I'll let you know. Lower down some so you can see. Now this is on this page. What page is that? What's the page number?
117.
On page 117, huh? Is that 117?
111. I'm sorry.
111.
Not bad.
All right, now set it down. Read it to him. This is what the prophet Noble Jew Ali told the Sheikh of Islam of North America. And you can get all 58 pages if you go on the website. Just read it all to him. Then we're going to close out with that.
Firstly, that he is the prophet whose coming was promised and who was announced by Jesus, upon whom be peace. Secondly, that it is he whom John mentioned in his vision in the 6th chapter and the 6th verse. That is to say, when he opened the 3rd seal, he said, "Come and see." And I looked and beheld, there was a black horse, and the rider upon it with a scale, etc. Thirdly, that the Islam that was before him was not true Islam. And he claimed that he had garnered his knowledge in the city of Fez, and that he had met with the leaders of the Islamic religion here, there, and there and in Egypt, in Hejaz, and in Iraq, and that all of the scholars had testified that he is the prophet promised at the end of time. He began to preach this to the world. Then he said the secret of his prophecy was Jesus, peace be upon him. His adoption of Islam was in former times, and that they had hidden this from the world. The object of worship in Islam has no eyes with which it sees, and no intelligence with which it reasons, nor any ear with which it hears, nor does it have power. It is nothing but fantasy shot through with hocus pocus. Islam.
That's what the Prophet told the Sheikh of Islam, and that Sheikh of Islam went to get.
Controversial.
He went to get a fatwa against the Prophet. He left America in 1929, and he didn't actually get a fatwa, but eventually he got a fatwa, but they wouldn't let him back in America anymore.
Right.
So
He died some years later.
yeah, he died some years later.
Did
So
the Prophet bring MST in 1920? What kind of?
what did he say?
He got a name Bay attached to his name.
Who said that?
Some person named Nasir
What did he say?
underscore Bay. Did the Prophet bring MSTA 1928?
Wait, what's on the back of the questionnaire? Did it say Moorish American Incorporated as a religious society in 1928? Wait. So obviously he can't read with understanding.
That's not.
Because it says on the back of every questionnaire,
I see.
the paperwork was filed August 1st, 1928.
Even the bootleg was got it.
Yeah, even the bootleggers got it on it. And
he must have missed that.
it says that a meeting of the Moorish Scientific America in 1928, right? Held in. So now, all I'm saying is the year. Moorish Scientific America has finally put together by the Prophet in 1928. What the hell you talking about?
Oh, man.
Silly dilly.
How he get that name? Well, he just gave that name to himself.
Yeah, he ain't earned that.
No, that's the whole problem. Who wrote that book?
What book?
He wrote this book.
It costs you $100. No matter who did it, can you afford it? Second of all, you really need it.
When did the Prophet name the movement STA 1928? He did not call the movement 1928.
I just want why say the movement? Why say movement at? Did I say the movement 1928?
No.
Or did I say the Moorish Scientific America?
That's what.
Because what year was the convention held that the Prophet put everything in place? What year was that?
1928.
That was 1920, October 15th through the 20th, right?
Yep, one convention.
He's talking about a movement. I thought the Prophet said in October 16th.
Oh, so now you're saying you're making up lies. Huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm lying because you're too dumb to understand reading and another thing to understand what you read. You must have been one of those slaves.
You call it MST 1920. The Prophet didn't call it that. Oh, what did he call it then?
You know what I love about these fools? That's the only thing they can try to talk about. Only thing they try to talk about. Well, you say 1928. The Prophet didn't do nothing in 1928. The Prophet didn't change the movement in 1928. You lying. The Prophet didn't say that he changed it from the Moorish temple.
Who made you a grand sheik?
Allah. Who made me a grand sheik? Allah. Who made you a fool? The devil. Allah made me a grand sheik and the devil made you a fool.
Oh, the other brother.
Well, anyway.
Where that flag come from? Oh, he's just.
What flag?
That's what I'm trying to.
What flag he talking about?
He don't even know.
What flag he talking about?
It could be anything.
Oh, the crescent flag?
No, he just said what?
What flag? But what flag? He can't be talking about but the crescent flag.
He ain't specified. I ain't no mind reader.
Well, I'm so happy that we got somebody. I used to have a little devil follow me everywhere I go. The little devil say, "Have you crossed the 7 bridges yet?" Oh, y'all can. You remember that devil?
Yeah.
The little devil go everywhere I go. Here you go.
What about this?
Yeah. What about this? What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that?
On there he said the white one with the crescent.
You ain't never seen the red crescent and star?
Did the Prophet bring that flag, or was it the Moorish American flag? So he ain't got no questionnaire.
No, he ain't got no questionnaire. He ain't got no charter either.
I'm saying how to get the name Bay. He must have just.
Well, you know, I met some people. They call themselves EO Bay, Bay. They just get this name themselves. They put it on their toilet paper.
Self-sent.
Yeah, self-sent, self-approved. You can tell who he is.
Show me where the prophet brought that.
Yeah. I just told you to look on your charter. Oh, that's right. You ain't got a charter.
Ooh. Yeah, they don't use the compound O or T. Huh?
No, you don't see none of that.
You don't have a charter either.
I so thank you. Listen. I so thank you. I thank you for your comments of stupidity, because to say without a foe or seven soldier never know his strength.
Show me the proof the prophet.
I ain't got to show you nothing. That's the proof. Truth don't need no support.
The lie always needs support.
That's right. He a color person.
You got to convince yourself a lie is the truth before you try to convince someone else. No, I cling to what the prophet brought.
Show you right. Show you right. Show you right. Show you right.
Quality.
Show you right. So if you cling to what the prophet brought, tell me, what are the secret lessons the prophet got from India, Egypt, and Palestine? Let's just stop right there. Since you cling to what the prophet brought, tell me what they are. How you unfold them, Mr. Bay.
Oh, I'm a Moorish American Muslim.
Mr. Bay. Mr. Bay, we wait for you to tell us what are the secret lessons of India, Egypt, and Palestine. I mean, Mr. Bay. I bet you everybody waiting else to see for you to tell them what is the secret lesson the prophet got from India, Egypt, and Palestine, and how they work in the temple.
Universal knowledge want to know if you can do a show on your book.
No, I ain't gonna do a show on my book. Buy the book. Where you seeing somebody do a show on their book? Wait a minute, where you see that at?
Europeans do it.
No, Europeans don't show their book. Oh, for one, forgot the book club. She should have put the book up and read a couple pages out of it. That's it. Because she over Winfrey, she said, you Negroes need to buy the book.
The Circle 7, the lost time of Jesus. Jesus means justice. That's what the prophet brought us. The times that we didn't know Jesus lost.
Well, I ask you, what did he bring from India, Egypt, and Palestine? You talking about Jesus.
He said the Circle 7.
Now, you talking about Jesus. I'm waiting. Since you smarter than us, tell us, what are the secret lessons that the prophet got from India, Egypt, and Palestine?
You're doing the same hidden lessons if you don't teach, brother.
No, I ain't hiding nothing. I'm not. The prophet didn't teach nobody in the public.
Open your Circle 7.
Wait a minute. What did the prophet teach in the public? Show me where he taught in the public. Now, where did he show me where the prophet taught in the public at? Outside of meetings. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. My question is, what are the secret lessons from India, Egypt, and Palestine? Then I asked you, where did you see where the prophet lied, where you lied on the prophet and say he taught in the public at? He said, come all ye Asiatics, come to where? The Moorish American. So what class he held in the streets on the milk crate?
Other guys.
I mean, why you do that at? I mean, somebody got to show some record. George Cook Bay was there. Our Cook Bay, Booker Bay, the prophet wife was there. Sister Christina Price Bay was there. Sister D. Leal was there. All the people I sat with was there. And ain't nobody said, the prophet said, come on up here on this milk crate and I'm going to teach you here in this vacant lot.
He said, where did it show he hid them?
Hid what?
Secret lessons.
Where he say hid them at? In the Advent chamber, fool. First of all, the lesson that he hid was in the Advent chamber. The lesson he gave in the public was in the temple. It's called public meetings. He taught in public meetings.
Stop the folly games, the lies on the prophet. Again,
Why are you lying on the prophet then?
who made you a grand?
Why are you lying on the prophet? I tell you what, if you doubt I am a grand sheik, come unmake me. Now that's the best thing. Go there and make me a grand sheik to my members. Unmake me. Because you ain't nothing. I don't see nothing on your name. But I see a lot of dumb questions.
Who made you a grand sheik?
Allah. Allah. I can tell you a whole lot of stuff, but then it shoot over your head because everything I'm saying now is shooting over your head because you can't tell me what's the secret lesson out of India, Egypt, and Palestine. So I know you ain't got no grand sheik.
I'm just asking you a question.
And I'm giving you an answer. And I'm giving you a dumb but answer. But I'm going to give you the best. I'm going to give you an answer so good you can't even do that. Prophet said, who is the man to test me?
Allah made us Muslim, but someone must make you a grand sheik.
When did Allah make you a Muslim? Answer that question. When did Allah make you a Muslim? He made you a Muslim and everybody else be niggas, huh?
That's why your temple hasn't done anything because you lied on the prophet.
Wait a minute, my temple ain't done anything. Why you on my show? We got a show, right?
You should be.
Wait. We got a show, right? Who on my show?
Many of them.
No, who on my show?
That's Nasir_Bay.
So he come on my show. I didn't go on his show because he ain't got none.
Underscore. Why do you use foul language?
Why not? Why do you lie on the prophet? Why are you lying on the prophet? I love y'all. I love you, little devils.
I come to bring truth.
You come to bring truth?
About what?
I mean, he come to bring truth, but he ain't telling the truth where he at. Don't nobody know where he at. You know, this is what I love about my show. My show exposes the devil. Let me show you how my show exposes the devil. I gave this platform just by me saying, come on, open your damn mouth. The prophet said, the only thing I heard the duck is his bill.
The hammer is a tool of the workshop of the mind to hammer
parakeeting.
truth.
Parakeeting. You ain't answered the question. You're parakeeting. Nothing you say mean nothing till you tell us what are the secret lessons that the prophet brought.
Can you explain?
Oh, okay.
Why Moors pray
on
7, but Sheiks pray on 10? I had a brother named say that. Let me bag this up a little damn fast. I had a brother say that you never see the prophet Drali pray on 7. Please explain.
How many pictures you seen? Every picture the prophet had?
The devil.
Wait, let me see. Go back. Go.
That's it.
Okay. Now this is the thing. That's what I said. I said you ain't never seen a picture of the prophet praying on 7. I said that. So I'm glad you've been listening to me.
The devil is nothing but the lower self. There's only 2 cells.
Wait a minute. You say who said that?
They see it.
Wait a minute. So you're lying. So now you're lying on the prophet's teachings. The prophets say, who plays the marks on the say, boy, you so stupid. Read your 102. The prophet said, what are some of the marks that Satan the beast put upon the Moors in 1774? 76. Wait a minute. The prophet said, what are some of the marks that Satan the beast, right? Satan the beast. Now, Satan the beast is kin to Lucifer dragon, right? One of the 5. So he's saying the prophet lying. Okay, next. All right, we got 3 minutes.
Prophet didn't say there isn't 2 cells.
Prophet said there's more than 2 cells.
There is no 102s. German Bay made them up.
Oh, German Bay, huh? You believe in German Bay.
Stop lying to your followers.
So what you saying is, in the old Moorish guide where it had 102 questions, that's a lie. The prophet published a lie in the Moorish guide. So the Moorish National Guide, the prophet published a lie. So that's in the Moorish guide. The 102 is in the Moorish guide in 1920. So he's saying the prophet lied.
And he put it in the paper too, right?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, the Moorish National Guide. That's the first place I seen it. The second place I seen it was Sister Pearl Ali had copies of it. The third place I see Sister Warner Bay got a copy of it. But this Negro here said that's a lie.
How is there more than two cells? You just told me.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna answer because we got one man. I'm gonna answer has more than two cells. Go to your keys and see what the prophet said. Wait a minute, in your 101, Negro. Doesn't the prophet say something about the lower cells? In the 90s, I'm gonna give you an area to go look. In your key, 90 to 100, it says lower cells. And it's spelled LOWER hyphen SELVES. Lower cells. Have your questionnaire. I could quote it for you, but then you say I'm lying, so I'm gonna show it to you. Ain't that it? Ain't that your questionnaire? See? See?
Move.
So I'm gonna leave this Negro with this here.
Why do you call me out by name? Is that a grand sheet?
Yes. Jesus said some people were dogs. Jesus said, don't throw no pearls to swine. Jesus said, what? Let me see. Did Jesus say that? All right, okay.
They call Peter.
He told Peter to get behind me, Satan.
So we can't call you by the name that you claim. However you got it.
Yes.
We'll leave that where it's at. So Millie Ill said.
Now you talking about Millie Ill.
No, too.
It says key 96, and yours is key 95. Is the devil made in the image and likeness of Allah? The answer is no. He is the shadow of our lower selves and will pass away.
Read your circle 7.
I ain't got to read the circle 7. Tell you just said the prophet never called, said the lower selves. Anyway, I'm gonna tip my sock to you and say, been a good time. A lot of people that learned what you don't know. So, wait, I can answer this one for him. Where did the prophet say there's a title chief? Wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me read the genie ball. The prophet said in the letter that he sent about brother that betrayed him by the name of, let me read the crystal ball. In the crystal ball, the prophet said in a letter that he sent him Charles, chief head and governor Charles Crombie from Ohio, and he's sending brother Crombie, chief head and governor of Philadelphia, to go to Detroit, Michigan, to check on and see what was wrong with the guy named James Lomax Bay. Now the prophet called them chief heads and governors. So you real stupid. Because I put this out back in the 80s.
I'm 30 years old, brother.
I don't make it, you stupid. Age ain't got nothing, we don't deal with time, do we? Now the prophet said he sent the chief head and governor of Ohio, of Temple number 7, who was Charles Bay. The prophet said he sent chief head and governor from Temple number 5 out of Philadelphia to go up there and check on what Lomax Bay was doing.
You mean Grand Governor?
Don't make no difference.
Never was the chief.
He said chief head and governor.
You've been lying since the 80s.
Wait a minute. Chief head and governor. So because you don't know it, I got to be lying because you stupid. What did he say, 30?
He said he's 30.
30 dumb years.
Don't call out my name.
What's his name?
Nasir_Bay.
Nasir Bay. I call your name out. Nasir Bay. You're lying today. We through with you. We had enough fun with you tonight. So next time you come on, prove me wrong. Pull up the record and show me where the prophet didn't say what I said. Go to ask Belly Hill people. Go to ask Braswell Bay people. You might be surprised what you might find. You just stupid.
Before you go, my question is...
I ain't got no answer. Why are you stupid?
That's the other guy.
No, I ain't talking to none of them. I'm closing out.
Islam.
Bye.
Well,
For you real Moors, I say Islam and peace.
But the truth be told.
If the truth be told.
Almighty.
Almighty.